Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Very Biased Opinions. I'm Tom, I'm a Man United supporter, and this is Ian.
And I'm not a Man United supporter. And today, Premier League and, we haven't got anything, FA Cup predictions. Okay, welcome back to Very Biased Opinions with our Premier League and FA Cup predictions. It is a hybrid of the two.
I'm excited.
This week. You should be excited, Thomas. Quarterfinals of the FA Cup, Premier League round 31. Before we get into all of that, you're going to tell us how you made a killing at the Cheltenham Festival and do a little bit of housekeeping.
I cheated. My mate's really good at horses and gave me a bunch of picks, and I raked it in. More importantly though, thank you for liking, subscribing, and following. We passed 550. We are eternally grateful to all of you. 550 out of 7 billion have subscribed. We are loving it. Now, please have a look below. We've timestamped all the games for your fun. We've also got a little description of what we've done today. Pleasure, that's a good one. For your pleasure. He speaks better English than I do. American. And we also have our social media, so please have a click, have a gander, and without further ado, or as I like to say, gilding the lily, Ian.
Okay, we're going to start with the Premier League. First game on the Saturday, AFC Bournemouth versus Newcastle.
My boys! 3-0, Bournemouth.
Really?
Trounce. A trouncing.
Yeah, it does seem like a good home side against a bad away side. I'm not going to go quite so high with 3-0. I'm going to go one less. I'm going to go 2-0 to Bournemouth.
I've been really rogue. I'm lost for 5 straight weeks, so...
That's a good point. What is the score, Thomas?
It's 12-10, I believe. Because you won the tiebreaker.
I did win the tiebreaker. You can click here to see the tiebreaker. But that only made it 11-10. But I am still winning. Woohoo!
In the next match of the day, Burnley play Leicester City.
Oh, Super Brendan. Super Brendan came through for us last night.
He really did. Thank God for him and Jamie.
And Burnley were weirdly sloppy against Liverpool after taking the lead, but I think they'll get back to winning ways, and I think they'll win this one 1-0.
I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Probably safe. Probably safe.
I prefer to be safe than sorry.
And sorry.
Sorry. No one wants to be sorry. Did you see? Sorry, I'm totally off topic. So we'll only be here for 10 seconds. Do you see? Sorry. Do his where he spoke about why N'Golo Kante doesn't play defensive centre midfield. Defensive centre midfielders have to play the ball out really quickly, and that's not N'Golo's strength, so that's not where N'Golo plays.
But he's good at all the other attributes of being defensive.
Yes, all 19 other ones.
Okay, we'll get to Chelsea, but West Ham United versus Huddersfield.
Anyone who votes for Huddersfield to win a match is nuts. I'm going to go West Ham 2-0.
I am going to follow your lead on that one, but to just be a bit more interesting, I'm not going to go for the same score. I'm going to say somehow a team that can't hit a cow's arse with a banjo. Or
that is my favourite sport.
Barn door sitting on the handle will score, and it'll be 2-1 to West Ham.
Fair enough.
Moving on to Sunday, Thomas, I think you're going to lead the way.
Fulham hosts Liverpool in the early match.
Ooh.
Cool.
Your favourite team.
Cool.
Your favourite team.
I do love Fulham.
Well, Scott Parker's not won a game yet. And he ain't winning this one.
No.
Not by a long shot.
No.
I think Liverpool win this 3-0.
You know what, I'm going 3-1 just to be different from you.
So you're going...
So sick of you thrashing me, but I gotta go harder.
You love it.
I'm not even going to say what I feel like he's done to me this last couple of weeks.
Okay, final Premier League game of this weekend. Everton versus Chelsea.
This is probably the biggest game of the weekend, really.
Yeah, probably, but I'm not that infused by it.
I mean, could you also see a 1-1 draw? Because I could. Although Jordan Pickford is in goal, so that generally means more than one goal.
He might be the most entertaining thing on the pitch. Because he's absolutely erratic. How he didn't get sent off against Newcastle, I don't know.
I think I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I've got to do it.
Well, no bonus points, no Saris.
I just don't think they're sacking him.
No, doesn't look like it. But
he's been on a good run.
It didn't stop me going for Claude Puel every week.
No, but then that happened.
That did, yeah. So, I was stalling for time, trying to think of a score.
He really has padded this
I
out.
think that Chelsea will win this one. Because I just think Everton are really poor this year. And Chelsea will win 2-1.
Right, let's move in to the FA Cup.
Quarterfinals.
We're going to work backwards, so we're going to start with Sunday and work back to Saturday because a certain team plays the final match and I can shout about it. So in the first match, we're looking at Millwall host Brighton and Hove Albion.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow.
This is the tie of the round.
Well, I am going to back Millwall in this, and I think Millwall will come through with the New Den roaring them home. 2-0 winners.
I'm going to go 2-1 to Brighton, mainly because I really can't keep losing to you, and I can't just copy you. So, Brighton and Hove Albion, 2-1 winners.
It's a bit of a coin flip, that game, there.
Yeah.
So just on these ones, there's no extra time in these quarterfinals. So are we doing these? Are these results? How?
So when it comes down to it, if penalties are done, the team we picked to go through, we get a point for.
Watford versus Crystal Palace.
So I did look at all these matches beforehand, and I was sat there and I was like, what am I supposed to pick here? Two teams that quite literally, week in, week out, you can't guess what they're going to do. I'm going to go for a Watford home win, because, I'm going to go 1-0.
Do you know when we picked Palace to, we stuck our neck on the line for Palace last week, and then as soon as the Palace game started, they said, Palace, only Huddersfield have scored less goals at home, and I'm just like, oh, what are we doing?
Then they had 70% possession, 14 efforts on goal.
But that's not how they like to play. They're counter-attack all the way, but they're so erratic.
They're too erratic. They're great away from home.
So I can't knock back Watford. I just think they're just going to get through it. I think it'll be a Troy Deeney winner, 1-0 Watford.
Get in the boy. Second match of the day is Swansea City against Manchester City.
Does anybody think Swansea have a chance in this? No, they don't.
Guess the scoreline, because he always plays a Premier League team against lower league opposition.
Yeah, I have a feeling it will be similar to other games we've seen where it's kind of tight and then City just run away with it at the end as teams tire.
Yep.
And I'm going to say 4. I'm going to say 4-0.
I'm going to go in 3-0 because, again, can't copy you.
Yeah, and it just depends how bored they are at the end, really.
It really does.
Sorry, Swansea. I hope you do well. Got relatives from Swansea. Yay! Anyway, it's time for the main event!
Wolverhampton Wanderers against Manchester United!
Well, now that the Messiah has fallen from grace, I will let you lead off.
I came into this knowing that you would try and get a rise out of me, and I shan't respond. I shan't do it. I won't. I can't have it. I'm going to go for a Man United win. I think this is probably, at the end of the day, their best chance to win a trophy, and I think that all he knows is probably getting the job, especially if he gets a trophy. I'm going to play my bonus point here.
Oh my god!
So I'm going 2-0 to the United, not the Wanderers. I'm betting on Martial to play and score a goal. He's been out for 3 games. He had 10 minutes the other night. There's no guarantee he's going to start or play in this at all.
Tom Pickering. I'm going to pick one free kick. At least one free kick in the match.
I wanted to go with 3 corners, but I didn't think you'd let me pick that.
Fine. But anyway, let me just tell you, after I saw the fear in the eyes of the Man United players and Solskjaer himself after they got thoroughly whipped by Arsenal, and how I can't remember who gave away the penalty. Was it Fred? How he didn't get a life back for that foul, I'll never know.
Honestly,
should have been 2 penalties. But anyway, so I can't back Man United. They've had it. This is a spent force. Wolverhampton Wanderers all the way. 2-1 winners.
Do you know what the worst part about all of this is
I'm right.
He's been picking Man United to lose for 6 weeks. Has gotten it right twice in those 6 weeks, and yet can't stop winning. I hate you. Oh, you're the worst.
Sometimes you just got to face facts that if you support a team with United at the end, they're just not very good.
Which leads in very well to 3 o'clock on Saturday, Ian.
Oxford United, Bradford City.
The boys. Lead us in.
Okay, so the scrap continues. A horrible result against Gillingham last weekend. They're currently playing Rochdale at the moment. It was 0-0 last time I checked. The final score will flash up now. This is a very important game. I somehow have a feeling Oxford are going to win this, and I think they're going to win it by 2-0.
I think you're nuts. I will go for a 1-1 draw, and I think that's the best we can expect from a team that couldn't even get its best run of the year going, which would have been 3 wins in a row. Yeah, they had to lose.
That's pretty mediocre.
Even a draw would have helped them, but no. And right now, it's 0-0 in their Rochdale match.
But having the best manager in the Football League does help. And Carl Robinson is the savant.
If I could pick any manager to not manage my team, and this is honest, it would be Jurgen Klopp. Followed closely by Carl Robinson. Yeah. I just don't like Jurgen Klopp, but oh my god.
Claude's got to be up there.
Okay, I lied. Claude, Claude, Carl, and then Jurgen. That's right. Jurgen just leapfrogged.
And as you've expertly done there, you've stalled for time where I've looked for my mystery game, and I'm going to go into the FA Trophy. But before I do, I just want to say last week you picked one from the Belgium Premier League.
Yes.
And you were about to pick Royal Antwerp, but
yeah.
You didn't. My brother actually went to that game.
No way!
Yeah, he did. It was a really apparently that was a game for them to maybe get into the playoffs.
Oh.
And they lost them.
Did you find out the result of that match? Because I was so far behind you, I gave it.
I did. They 2-1.
Moose Graham!
Apart of Moose Graham had 2 players sent off, and they still got a 1-1 draw.
The King of Belgium must be furious with them.
There's a lot of royal teams out there, though. Okay, mystery game. FA Trophy, semi-final, Leyton Orient, AFC Telford.
Well, I used to have a mate who was an Orient fan, and I always thought that he was a very clever human being. So I'm going to go for Leyton Orient, and I'm going to go for Leyton Orient to beat the amateur football club from Telford United 2-0. No, AFC just stands for amateur football club. That's
AFC Bournemouth. AFC Bournemouth.
What's it stand for?
Athletic.
Oh, this is on camera.
Hey, Coach Tom Pickering. That'll be bleeped out with the various noises. But I just to be devil's advocate, I will going to go differently for you, Tom, and I'll back Telford to get a 2-1 win in this game.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I say good night, good luck, and long live Ollie.
And to the man that punched Jack Grealish in the back of the head, you are a